My fiancée and I had been together for 3 years, but we never had any intimate contact. On New Year's Eve, I discovered she had an ovarian cyst rupture due to violent sexual activity. 3 men were in the hospital room with her. I hid outside the door, and I could hear her affectionate voice from inside. It's not your fault, I just got too excited and lost control. Drive, Thompson. A patient just arrived. Drive. Miller would like you to take a look. That New Year's Eve night, I was on call in the emergency room. It was almost the end of my shift when Sarah rushed in, asking for my help. What's the patient's condition? I asked, but Sarah seemed a little embarrassed as she said, it's a corpus luteum rupture. I didn't react as strongly as Sarah. After years of practicing medicine, I'd seen too many unusual cases. This was nothing out of the ordinary, but after Sarah handed me the patient's information, I was stunned. Ashley Peterson, wasn't that my girlfriend's name? Even the age matched. The situation was urgent, so I didn't have time to ask questions. I just assumed it must be a coincidence. Someone with the same name, on the way to the room with Sarah. She added, there are 3 men who came with the patient. It might have been caused by them being together. She spoke vaguely, but I understood what she meant. Corpus luteum ruptures rarely occur unless there's extremely vigorous sexual activity. Since it couldn't be confirmed if the woman was a willing participant, the hospital wouldn't get involved or call the police. But I still asked, she wasn't forced, was she? Sarah repeatedly assured me she wasn't. I smiled and asked why she was so sure. She blushed again. You'll know when you see her. As I reached the door, I understood why Sarah was so certain it was consensual. From inside the room, I heard a woman's intimate, delicate voice. It's not your fault, I just got too excited and lost control. The more I listened, the more confused I became. Wasn't that Ashley Peterson's voice, my girlfriend? We had clearly agreed that after my shift, she would come home with me to meet my parents 2 days after New Year's. My hands trembling, I opened the door. The moment I saw Ashley Peterson, my heart sank. Ashley Peterson, who had been smiling moments before, suddenly scowled. Andrew Thompson. What are you doing here? Then she roared at me. What are you standing there for? Can't you see I'm lying in a hospital bed? Are you just going to let me die here? Clenching my jaw, I walked over to Ashley Peterson and pointed at the 3 men. Aren't you going to explain what's going on? Did you sleep with these 3 men? Ashley Peterson raised her hand and slapped me across the face. Are you crazy? Who told you a corpus luteum rupture means intimate activity? As a doctor, why are your eyes so dirty when you look at patients? Are you going to accuse everyone who comes to gynecology of having a promiscuous private life? These are all my friends. If they hadn't brought me to the hospital, I don't know where I'd be dying right now. You, as a boyfriend, are completely irresponsible. You just open your mouth and spread rumors about us, slandering good people. Are you even a man? Ashley Peterson yelled a string of furious accusations at me, while the 3 men beside her, who had been awkward moments ago, now looked indignant. One man with yellow teeth said, we are just friends. You are looking at people with such dirty eyes, and you call yourself a doctor. Let me tell you, we saved your girlfriend and didn't even ask for money. You should be grateful. I sneered, looking at Ashley Peterson. Friends? How come I never knew you had these 3 friends? Ashley Peterson gritted her teeth. Do I have to tell you absolutely everything just because we are dating? Can't I have my own life? Andrew Thompson, you keep saying you respect me, but now you are still trying to control my freedom. I gave a slight laugh but said nothing. Ashley Peterson, however, became agitated. You scoundrel. I'm about to die, and as my boyfriend, you are still here slandering and accusing me. As a doctor, you are speculating about me with such malice. Do you believe I'll report you? Ashley Peterson's shouting attracted a crowd of onlookers. Some people were recording with their phones. Sarah tried to stop the onlookers while also warning Ashley Peterson not to slander people so casually. Ashley Peterson cried out, what? He can just open his mouth and spread rumors about me, but I can't even refute him. What kind of hospital is this? Letting doctors bully patients. Some onlookers also started yelling, how dare your hospital slander a young woman's reputation? Exactly. This doctor looks so respectable, but his heart is so foul. Seizing the opportunity, Ashley Peterson shouted, I don't want Andrew Thompson to treat me. Even if I die, I will absolutely not let someone with such poor medical ethics touch me. Sarah looked a bit worried. Ma'am, drive. Thompson is the most authoritative doctor on duty right now. He's a man, and he's the most authoritative in gynecology. Who are you kidding? Ashley Peterson propped herself up on the bed. I think you're all in cahoots. Your hospital just wants patients to die. That's not true, ma'am. Sarah had barely finished her sentence when the tallest of the three men punched her in the face. Are you deaf? You are dragging this patient along. Do you want her to die? On New Year's Eve, your hospital wants to cause a death. The young Sarah covered her face, tears instantly streaming down. I quickly pulled her behind me. Why are you hitting her? Before the man could speak, Ashley Peterson started wailing. Aha. No wonder you don't care if your girlfriend lives or dies, and you want to slander me. You are cheating with this little nurse. I cheated. Ashley Peterson, you told me you were afraid of being woken by fireworks and went to bed early. But then you were fooling around with three men and ended up in the hospital because of a corpus luteum rupture. Who's really cheating here? You say I'm slandering you. Fine, I'll call the police right now. They can come and clear your names. After I said that, the crowd of onlookers also agreed. But the three men panicked. The yellow-toothed man looked at Ashley Peterson. Hey, sis, you didn't say there was this kind of danger. Ashley Peterson's face turned pale. Calling the police now just means you want to delay my treatment. You want me dead. Can't you wait until I'm better for me to explain? We've been together for so many years. Do we really not have even this much trust left? I gritted my teeth. Trust. 3 years ago, under pressure from home, I met Ashley Peterson on a blind date. After her parents divorced, they each started new lives and left her to fend for herself. Her life wasn't easy. Her father often demanded money from her, and if he didn't get it, he'd track her down and hit her. In our first month together, out of sympathy for her, I transferred $6,000 of my $8,000 salary to her every month, never asking how she spent it. When she had nowhere to live, I gave her the code to one of my apartments. When she wanted to travel, I transferred money to her without a word. I had given her my utmost trust. Even outsiders thought we were sure to get married. Otherwise, why would I have given so much? In reality, I had only ever held Ashley Peterson's hand. She had tearfully told me that she had witnessed her mother's infidelity and was very averse to intimate acts. I had always respected her, deciding to wait until after we were married for that. But what did I get in return? I gave a bitter laugh. Didn't you say I was slandering you? Calling the police to clear your name is only right. The police are all at home having New Year's Eve dinner. On such an important holiday, can you please show some decency and not waste police resources? The yellow-toothed man yelled at me. The onlookers gradually began to sense something was off. If there's nothing fishy, then let him call the police. If you ask me, this woman definitely cheated. The three men waved their arms, yelling at the crowd, are you just bored? It's New Year's, and you are all still at the hospital. Go worry about your own family members. Don't drop dead on New Year's Day. Their words provoked widespread anger, and it looked like chaos was about to erupt. Director Hayes rushed in with a team of security guards to disperse the crowd. Director Hayes told me to go home and rest, saying she would handle the situation. I gritted my teeth, looked at Ashley Peterson on the bed, uttered "we're done," and turned to leave. As soon as I left the hospital, I called home. I'm not bringing Ashley Peterson back with me. My parents were surprised. Without time to explain in detail, I sent a message to Andrew's friend, help me check last night's hotel check-in records. Because of this incident, I was depressed throughout the entire New Year holiday, and my parents didn't dare to ask too many questions. It wasn't until 3 days after New Year's that our family went out to Grandma Rose's birthday celebration. But I never imagined that Ashley Peterson and Brenda Peterson would show up at Grandma Rose's birthday celebration. Seeing Ashley Peterson's determined expression, I felt a pang of panic and reluctantly stepped forward to warn her. Ashley Peterson, we've already made things clear. Don't cause a scene here. What would I cause a scene about? Andrew, I'm here for Grandma Rose's birthday celebration. She smiled and started walking toward my grandmother. I grabbed her arm. Ashley Peterson, we've broken up. Ashley Peterson looked at me with a bewildered expression, then suddenly burst into tears. Andrew, what are you saying? How could we break up? You heartless man, do you just not want to take responsibility for me? Her scream drew everyone's attention. Ashley Peterson cried hysterically. pointing at my nose and cursing. "Oh, so you slept with me, and now you don't want me anymore, is that it?" Everyone in my family gathered around. My parents pulled me aside and asked, "Andrew, what's going on?" "Sister-in-law, didn't you hear clearly? Andrew slept with this young woman, and now he doesn't want her anymore. How can someone be so irresponsible?" Aunt Karen said. After Aunt Karen spoke, she looked at Ashley Peterson. "Oh, this young woman looks familiar. Is she the one Andrew said he was going to marry?" So, marrying her was just an excuse after all. My mother slapped me across the face. "Andrew Thompson, aren't you going to explain yourself clearly right now?" "Mom, Ashley Peterson cheated first. I found out, which is why I broke up with her. As for sleeping with her, I haven't even touched her once." "You are lying." Ashley Peterson suddenly burst into tears. "Uncle and Auntie, if I really cheated, how could I have the nerve to come looking for Andrew? We are also decent young women from respectable families. Do I have no shame?" "Andrew Thompson, you are slandering me like this just because you slept with me, and don't want to admit it, right? We are both adults, you live a wild life, but why deceive me? I'm a good girl from a respectable family." No sooner had she finished speaking than Brenda Peterson sat down on the floor and wailed, "Oh, heavens, what a sin. My daughter has been suicidal at home, all because of this beast from your family. If anything really happens to her, I will never let your family off the hook." Because Uncle Robert's business was large, Grandma Rose's birthday celebration was attended not only by Aunt Carol and her family, but also almost all of my paternal uncles. Most of them were businessmen, and to ensure their businesses wouldn't be affected, each of them pointed at me, demanding an explanation. "Andrew, our Thompson family has always been respectable. When have we ever had such a disgusting incident? If you really did it, then marry her properly, and bring her home. Don't ruin the Thompson family's reputation, and cause all our companies to go bankrupt. Yes, little girl, don't cry anymore. If Andrew Thompson truly acted like an animal, we will help you get justice." Ashley Peterson, realizing I had no recourse, didn't stop at crying in front of my uncles. She even rushed to Grandma Rose, crying, "Grandma Rose, Andrew Thompson doing such evil deeds is just trying to shorten an elderly person's life." Uncle Robert's face instantly darkened. Seeing Grandma Rose's agitated state, he quickly pulled Ashley Peterson away and pointed at me, scolding, "Andrew Thompson, what kind of person are you? You can't even handle this small matter." I wondered why Andrew wasn't in a hurry to get married. So, he just wanted to play around. If he got married, he'd be controlled, wouldn't he? Honestly, I really thought he was a good kid. Sister-in-law even wanted to leave the company to him. How can someone like that be a suitable heir? Aunt Karen finished, then began to tell everyone how excellent her own son was. My parents were trapped in the middle, looking very anxious. Grandma Rose nearly fainted in anger. To prevent a heart attack, Aunt Carol quickly helped her away. Uncle Robert walked up and punched me. "Look at the mess you've made. Did you have to cause trouble during this holiday? Either you take responsibility for that young woman right now, or you get out." He even instructed my parents to go home and get my documents so I could get married right away. Seeing my parents not moving, he scolded them too. "Sister, Andrew Thompson has been spoiled by you too. He acts so well behaved usually, but look at what he's doing." Ashley Peterson wiped away her tears. "Uncle, as long as Andrew is willing to get married now, I won't hold any of this against him." Aunt Susan took Ashley Peterson's hand. "Good girl, you've truly been wronged." Then she scolded me, telling me to hurry and get married with Ashley Peterson, but I said, "I will not marry this shameless woman. Why don't you believe what I'm saying?" With a crash, Brenda Peterson flipped the table. "Look at this. To avoid taking responsibility, he's making up such excuses, even slandering my daughter. Since the Thompson family doesn't want peace, then no one will have peace." I chuckled, looking at Ashley Peterson and Brenda Peterson. "Oh really? So you really don't care about your reputation anymore? That makes things much simpler." The crowd looked at me hesitantly. Ashley Peterson panicked for a moment. "Andrew Thompson, what do you mean?" "Ashley Peterson, I have a video of your cheating. Did you really think I'd take it lying down? I respected you, but you treated me like an idiot, and now you want to force me into marriage. Who the hell wants a tramp like you?" Ashley Peterson slapped me across the face and shrieked, "Andrew Thompson, that's bees. If you dare to say one more word, I'll make sure your whole family suffers the consequences." The relatives present were somewhat flustered. After all, businessmen care about their public image, but I wasn't in a hurry. I immediately pulled out the video of Ashley Peterson entering the hotel with the 3 men. The relatives were shocked after watching it, and their gazes at Ashley Peterson were filled with contempt. Ashley Peterson, however, said, "What's this? Don't you have friends? Is it illegal for me to take them back to their hotel?" Andrew Thompson, "You are so close with that young Sarah at the hospital. Did I accuse you of cheating?" My mother stood in front of me, pointing at Ashley Peterson's nose. "Ashley Peterson, don't spread rumors. Andrew was working." Ashley Peterson sneered, "But just now, you yourself said Andrew Thompson was a bad person." After Ashley Peterson spoke, the relatives who had been talking moments ago fell silent. It was clear who was in the right, and who was in the wrong. Seeing that no one was speaking, she clearly panicked a little. "Aren't you afraid I'll mess with your company? You are protecting this scumbag." Uncle Robert roared, "We have money, and we care about our companies, but we are not idiots. Where are the security guards? Why are you letting just anyone in? Are you just standing around doing nothing?" After the security guards came in, Ashley Peterson and Brenda Peterson were still yelling furiously, but they were literally dragged out by the guards. I thought that after this incident, Ashley Peterson would finally give up, but I never expected to receive a call from Director Hayes that very night. "Andrew Thompson, what's going on with that trending online post?" I was a bit confused. After opening my phone, I was too shocked to speak. Our hospital's photos, and mine, were trending online. In the video, Ashley Peterson was crying hysterically, saying, "Everyone, it's this unethical hospital that leaked patient privacy. And this Andrew Thompson, as a doctor, is slandering women. I had a corpus luteum rupture, but he spread rumors that I was fooling around with men, ruining my entire life. How can I ever face anyone again? If this hospital doesn't apologize to me, and this doctor doesn't receive the punishment he deserves, I won't be able to live." The trending post instantly soared to the top, filled with condemnations of the hospital, demanding that I and the hospital come forward and provide an explanation. Some people also discovered that I was actually her boyfriend. Ashley Peterson replied without hesitation in the comments, "He's my ex, and I find him disgusting. I would never be with such an immoral person." All at once, the internet was flooded with curses directed at me. Does this doctor not have a mother? He just opens his mouth and slanders women. Who slandered his mother? This is hilarious. He treats his own girlfriend like this. This kind of possessiveness will definitely lead to crimes later. How about a direct death penalty? Okay. Who would dare to go to this hospital now? People who are mentally unstable and disrespectful can become doctors there. They naturally dug up information about my family's company. Unable to find me, they started attacking the company. Due to the impact of this incident, many partners demanded that my parents quickly provide an explanation. My parents insisted that I was wronged, which led to many partners cutting ties. Director Hayes also said I was temporarily suspended and should stay home to relax. The hospital knew I was not at fault in this matter, but the patient attacks on the hospital were growing. People online were demanding the hospital's surveillance footage from that day. Out of consideration for patient privacy, the hospital contacted the police and was still discussing how to handle it. Stuck at home, I received tens of thousands of direct messages, DMs, every day and didn't dare to go out. It was then that Ashley Peterson contacted me. Ashley Peterson laughed shrilly on the phone. "Andrew, I still have some feelings for you. After all, you are better than most men. While you certainly wronged me in this matter, as long as you apologize to me and come with an $880,000 financial settlement for marriage, I can pretend this never happened." I sneered. "Ashley Peterson, what makes you think I'm still willing to marry you? Andrew, don't be ungrateful. Now, who else can help you with this besides me? As long as I issue a new statement, saying it was all a misunderstanding, this whole thing will blow over. But if I don't issue a statement, you are finished. Understand? Your family owns a company, and you are not short on $880,000. Just transfer it to me, now." Ashley Peterson, "I may not be particularly capable, but I wouldn't want a tramp like you. Don't you dare disgust me." Ashley Peterson, however, said I was being absurd. "Andrew Thompson, We are all human nature, haven't you slept with other people? We are all impure, so why are you pretending? If you insist on holding on to this, I'll just have to go cause trouble at your parents' company. What if there's a baby then? You could become a father without any effort. Oh, really? I sneered. Ashley Peterson, we are all intelligent people here, your threats are useless. With that, I hung up the phone and posted my complete call recording with Ashley Peterson online. A portion of netizens noticed something was wrong. Wait, what? This woman staged the whole thing herself, trying to gain sympathy and force a marriage. Damn it, has my goodwill towards the world been exploited by evil people? This guy seems pretty miserable. The commenter above changed their mind so fast. Maybe go check the woman's statement. Men are truly cunning. After seeing this comment, I quickly checked Ashley Peterson's social media. Sure enough, she was crying hysterically, claiming my recording was AI generated. At the end of the video, she questioned me. Andrew, after 3 years of our relationship, you could do something like this just to ruin me. Since you are heartless, don't blame me for being unjust. Sisters, men like Andrew are protected too well by society. Let's unite and make the world's prejudice against us disappear. I will only live better without Andrew, and so will all women. We will only live better without men. Suddenly, all the public opinion was no longer aimed solely at me, but at all men. They doxed all my information and past, impacting my life to the fullest extent. They even claimed I got into the hospital through back channels. Their family runs a business, so they must have money and connections. Otherwise, how could someone with no medical ethics and no ability get into the best hospital? Maybe his degree is even faked. Everyone, don't let this scumbag off the hook. My mother was afraid I would go crazy at home from all the public criticism, so she specifically booked me a plane ticket abroad for a vacation. But I never imagined that as soon as I arrived at the airport, a woman would block me. She held her phone, recording me. Sisters, I've been following him the whole way. This bastard really wants to leave the country. I quickly ran to the side, but 3 or 4 more women rushed out. One of them immediately took off her high-heeled shoe and hurled it at my head. Instantly, blood streamed down my forehead. I gritted my teeth, trying to press down on the wound, when a forceful blow struck my back. My bones pained. I gritted my teeth, trying to block the attacks, but I was surrounded by a group of women. A man rushed in from the periphery and punched me in the face. I instantly collapsed to the ground, my internal organs throbbing with pain, but they didn't stop. They kicked my feet furiously, and some even said they would ruin my hands so I could never hold a scalpel again. I used all my strength to protect my hands. Kick after kick landed on me until I stopped responding. Someone said, "He's not dead, is he?" Good if he is. Why should a scumbag like that live? Then, a high-heeled shoe struck my bleeding head again. I convulsed a few times, then went still. When I woke up, I was already in the hospital. Sarah looked at me worriedly. Drive, Thompson. Don't worry, they are just superficial wounds. I opened my mouth. My throat was dry and sore. Sarah quickly gave me water. 2 lines of tears ran down her face. How can these people be so indiscriminate? I told her not to worry. Evil people would get their just desserts. What do you mean? You were beaten like this, and those people online are still cheering. My heart ached, but people online were more willing to believe the weaker party. Fortunately, no matter how much they dug, they didn't find any dirt on me. Instead, a strange video appeared. The video showed 3 men and a woman engaged in intimate activity. This video spread widely, directly proving that Ashley Peterson was the one who cheated. The moment the video was released, Ashley Peterson found me. Andrew Thompson, the fact that I didn't beat you to death last time truly shows I went easy on you. Do you know that what you are doing is illegal? I was a bit confused. Ashley Peterson, what law did I break for something you did? She hung up in a fit of rage. As soon as Ashley Peterson's infidelity was confirmed, public opinion online immediately turned. Holy crap, I saw the video. It's insane. This guy is seriously unlucky. His green hat is cemented now. By the way, isn't what this woman did illegal? That was a group thing. What about all those who cursed Drive Thompson before? Shouldn't they come out and apologize now? I apologize, Andrew. I'm literally on my knees apologizing. I truly misjudged you. The hospital timely released the surveillance footage from that day, proving my innocence and Ashley Peterson's deviousness. Ashley Peterson, however, started a live stream at this time. The comment section was filled with curses, but she continued to play the victim, crying, "Andrew Thompson is breaking the law. This kind of video simply cannot be spread. He has repeatedly violated my personal rights. I will definitely take him to court, and even if I cheated, shouldn't he reflect on himself? Why don't other people's girlfriends cheat?" The comment section erupted in curses. Unbelievable, there's actually a woman like this. Seriously, drive, Thompson is so unlucky. Well, at least he found out about this woman's character before marriage. Not marrying her was truly a blessing from above. By the way, can this woman be sentenced? She's still inciting public opinion. Bitch, get off the stream now. Your mom cheated and was caught by your dad, and you cheated and were caught by your boyfriend. Bad genes truly run in the family. Although there was a torrent of curses, some people still sent her gifts. Ashley Peterson, in her live stream, was filled with righteous indignation. I also spoke up in due course, since Ms. Peterson claims I violated her personal rights by releasing this video. I suggest a thorough and strict investigation. Under the widespread attention of netizens, the police gave high priority to this matter, and found the person who uploaded the video within a day. It was one of the 3 men who had been in the hotel with Ashley Peterson, the man with yellow teeth. His name was Mark Stevens, and he had been secretly filming these kinds of acts for a long time. This was his first arrest. On the day Mark Stevens was arrested, the police live-streamed the entire arrest process. He had just finished preparing his instant noodles. When the police entered, he instantly understood. Is it because of that bitch Ashley Peterson? I knew it, that tramp. We were all tricked by her. She was the one who wanted to hook up with the 3 of us, not the other way around. Officer, I was completely deceived by her. But the police showed no leniency. Mark Stevens suddenly smiled at the camera. Bitch, you think you are safe just because I'm going in. I left a gift for you too, you bitch. After Mark Stevens' arrest, the police began a search for Ashley Peterson. The incident caused a huge stir. After the truth came out, many people came to apologize to me, and the hospital returned to normal. On mid-January, I finally returned to work, after my overtime shift ended. Wanting to celebrate Lantern Festival with my parents, I specifically took a shortcut outside the hospital, but I ran into Ashley Peterson. She was wearing black stockings and looked exceptionally seductive. Then she walked over, crying, Andrew, I truly know I was wrong. I know the police are looking for me, and I'll go with them and make things right. I don't owe anyone else, but I owe you. I want to serve you once before I go to the hospital, okay?" Seeing her rush towards me, I quickly stepped back. Ashley Peterson's eyes instantly turned red. "What do you mean? Do you think I'm dirty? I'm not even asking you to take responsibility. So why do you despise me as dirty?" she shrieked, rushing at me again. I quickly dodged, but Ashley Peterson pulled out a needle. "Since you don't like the fun way, let's try another." I turned and ran. Just as I cleared the intersection, the police arrived. They moved to apprehend her, but I quickly said, "She has a needle in her hand, and it might be contaminated." The police became vigilant, splitting into 2 teams. They eventually tased Ashley Peterson from behind before taking her to the police station. After testing, both the needle and Ashley Peterson's body indeed contained HIV. I was terrified in hindsight, but thankfully Ashley Peterson had already been taken into custody at the police station. Ashley Peterson was eventually sentenced to 3 years, but due to needing medical treatment, she was released from prison relatively quickly. Mark Stevens was not so lucky. The police began an investigation based on him, and uncovered an entire criminal network. He was ultimately sentenced to 5 years in prison. Some people online even cheered for Ashley Peterson. After her release from prison, she briefly believed she still had support. She even became an online influencer, traveling across the country to eat out. This time, the cheering netizens stopped sending her money. They were afraid Ashley Peterson would come to their city. Ashley Peterson grew desperate as her illness worsened and she urgently needed money. She first went to her parents. Brenda Peterson was even more promiscuous, and upon seeing Ashley, she beat her and called her a worthless drain on money. "You promised me $20,000 if I caused trouble with you at the Thompson family's place. Where's the money? You little bitch, you let a rich eligible bachelor slip away for nothing. Couldn't you just have endured it? Ashley Peterson retorted, "Didn't you also divorce my dad because you couldn't control yourself?" Immediately, her mother slapped her. Ashley Peterson was already ill, and that slap sent her straight to the hospital. She stayed in the hospital for 2 days, but was kicked out for not being able to pay. Ashley Peterson went to her father to borrow money, but he had long since moved on with his new life, and didn't give her a kind look. Ashley Peterson still thought of me. She knelt at the hospital entrance, blocking me when I got off work. Her head repeatedly hit the ground, her forehead bloody and bruised. "Andrew, I know I was wrong. I truly know I was wrong. I deserve what I've gotten to this point, but as a doctor with a compassionate heart, please help me, just this once. I promise there won't be a next time. I beg you. I'm willing to serve you endlessly for the rest of my life. I can tell you everything I know. There are many others involved in these schemes. I can tell you all about them. My mother. It was all my mother, that bitch, who taught me. She said women should try more things. Otherwise, after marriage, you'll only have one man. I didn't want to wrong you, but later, I really was forced by those 3 men. I couldn't resist those 3 men at all. I beg you to forgive me. I'll get proper treatment. I'll have children for you, several children. Okay, I won't ask for a financial settlement for marriage anymore." Ashley Peterson kept talking to herself. I quickly moved away from her, afraid of catching some dirty disease. She looked at me in surprise. "Andrew, you don't want to say a single word to me. You are so disgusted by me. You want me to die that badly." Ashley Peterson laughed wildly, staggering to her feet. "Andrew Thompson, if you don't want to live, then let's die together." With that, she suddenly pulled a knife from her clothes and rushed at me. I had long realized she wouldn't give up easily, so I had called security. The guards quickly stepped forward. She tried to bypass them but accidentally tripped and fell, and the knife plunged into her own chest. It was fortunate she died quickly. Otherwise, if she had been taken for emergency treatment, the doctors would also have been at risk. After Ashley Peterson's death, my life finally returned to peace, and I even achieved new successes in my career. Because of the Ashley Peterson incident, my parents no longer dared to introduce me to blind dates they weren't familiar with, and during the new year, no one pressured me to get married anymore.